Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to November.
Hello.
Drop a shout out in the comments for some sort of win that you had last month in October. So let's get the chat going with all the things. Meanwhile, I'm going to just shout out a couple people because we had another amazing month. So I cannot believe we are going into month 11 of 12 for this year. That's crazy. Okay, so in light of top enrollers for October, we had Kathleen and Angie enroll six friends. We had Brooke, Slater, and Courtney blessed four. So congrats on that. If you added three, shout yourself in the comments. Shout out yourself in the comments. The power of three is really it's the lifeblood of this business. And I don't also want to downplay if you had a +1 or a +2. Awesome job. So congrats, everybody. If you have a teammate that you want to shout out in the comments, please do so. I'm actually going to switch the view here as people are hopping on. If you're able to put your camera on so you can see your amazing face, feel free. If not, it's okay. But wanted to remind everybody to take a quick picture of our team call so you can pop it in your stories and just showcase the community and the culture that we have here on our fun, amazing team. Yes. Did want to shout out really quickly all of the Leaders Retreat Cruise earners. So we had a fantastic time. There were close to 30 earners. A few couldn't come, and we really missed them. And then we had a lot of earners plus guests. So that was very, very fun. And we had quite a few first-time earners. So I'm excited for them to share, but really quick before they do. So if you're just popping on, make sure you shout out in the chat some sort of win from October. There's 14 of you on, or 14 of us on, and there's 4 comments. So pipe in real quick. All right, also want to shout out a couple of people that ranked up last month. So my friend Dolores ranked up to silver. So proud of her because she worked really hard in September and didn't quite make it happen. But she did in October, and I'm so proud of her for that. Also, Kim, under Laura Ferry, went silver, and we had a couple fast start silvers. Joan, Courtney, and Amanda. So congratulations, girls, for that. And then longtime Ambassador Karen Clapp ranked up to senior silver, and I'm super proud of her. She's a local of Oakland and a sweet friend. So I'm super proud of her for that. So if you haven't tapped in or looked at the incentives this month, I'm just going to really briefly talk about those as we're popping in the chat, all the wins. Don't forget, if you add a +1 this month, you get 250 perk credits. Perks are amazing because basically they accrue as your subscription processes and as you're consistent with your supplements. And you can go get free products with those. You can cash them in for free products. But this month, if you bless a friend with Plexus, you get an extra 250 perk credits. So that's super fun. If you add 3 this month, you get to have a Plexus bag. So that's super fun. It's a really cute travel bag. And those are based off of $100 US orders. So shifting a little bit away from always welcome packs, but now it really doesn't matter if you select a different combo. Those combos are $124. But the HC Slim and the Balance equals $100. So if you have someone that orders just a combo of 2, it actually qualifies as one of your VIPs that will qualify you for the bag. So that's cool. Don't forget about flat rate shipping. So encourage your people to stock up in their subscriptions because they get a better price. But if you have to place the manual order, not a big deal because it's $8.99 versus what it was before. So that's amazing. The Give 10 promo code is still alive and well for $10 off, which basically gives all your new VIPs free membership. So that's awesome. And then TZ Black Friday launch, make sure you put that on your calendar. Jan's going to talk about that here in a second. So let me just pop in the chat here, see what we have. Okay. Amber Meadows had a level 2 go fast start silver. Yeah, that's so fun. That was Joan, right? And Amber added 3. Flora helped a level 1 sign her first level 1, and she's working on her second. Yes. Congratulations to Joan for adding 3 and Michelle adding 1. That's so fun. Laura has a level 2 silver and attended Gold School. Shout out if you went to Gold School. I know there's quite a few from the team that went, so that's awesome. Jan had a bunch of retention credits. That is a win because it's basically showing that you are doing the work to help retain your customers and helping them have a really amazing experience. If you have not checked out the Momentum Makers page in a hot minute, go pop in on those trainings because I recorded a bunch of little clips from Leaders Retreat sessions. And Trisha Rieger was one that talked about customer care, and it's something that we all have control over that. Sometimes there's areas of our business that we feel a little bit like, that's out of my control. But I promise you that customer care is something that we can all control and we can all up level at, right? And that will impact retention and it will help people have a really, really good customer experience, which will hopefully launch at least a percentage of them into happy sharing ambassadors. Angie had a +1 and was her first Leaders Retreat. Yes, shout it out if this was your first one. Dan went to Gold School also. Sarah and Kyle, congrats guys, added 2 in October. She made a mistake and 1 joined as a retail customer. Yes, sometimes that's, the share cart thing. I know there's some bobbles with that. So anyways, yes, the consistency in posting. And Sarah, I have seen you massively up leveling in that area. So congrats for that. And that's true. Posting and educating, you're adding value and sharing. And yes, it does. People start coming to you, but it's that consistency piece and it compounds as you're consistent with that. Becky added 2 and had 2 level 1s added 2. Gretchen had some good realizations for herself and her team. And Jacqueline added 3 and had some teams added 3. And yes, Black Friday. We're still teasing that. So, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to Justin really quick.
Okay.
He had a few things that was on his mind.
Yes. So a couple things real quick. There's another awesome trip. I'm still wobbly today for some reason when I try to walk, but I'm assuming it'll pass at some point. But it was an awesome trip. All Plexus events are a lot of fun. And this one was the same. It was a lot of fun. I felt like I didn't see, there's some people even on other teams that were there and I didn't even see them. So I don't even know. It was kind of odd, but we had a blast. The kids had a blast. It was good to see a lot of you. One of the things I think that stuck out to me was when Jessica and Brittany Howard spoke on Sunday morning. And really what they had to share, I thought was, it sounds a lot like our story. And so I just really appreciated what they had to say. And so I just wanted to write down a couple things I thought of just after they spoke is some things that I love about Plexus. We've been with this company now for 8 years, over 8 years. And these are some things I wrote down. Things I love about Plexus. One is freedom. So I've said this many times before, if Plexus closed their doors tonight, I wouldn't be upset. I mean, I'd be upset, but I would still be grateful because of the time Plexus gave back to me over these last 8 years. I can't think of any other opportunity out there that would afford me the opportunity that I have to be home with my family every single day. And that's one of the things, that's the primary thing I love about Plexus. And so a couple other things, time to live life with my kids, my family, the ability, Plexus gives me the ability to be the good man spoken of in Proverbs 19 and Proverbs 13. Plexus gives us the ability to go on, to take even kids and on amazing trips that would never otherwise be possible. None of these trips really would have ever been possible with what I did before Plexus. Other things I love about Plexus, relationships. It's helped improve my family relationships because the time we get to spend together, team and teammate relationships, and even sideline team and just people in Plexus in general, even the corporate office. Just I value those relationships. I enjoy leading. I enjoy giving, speaking, and just one of the 2 conclusions One is no other opportunity that I have found can provide all of this. And basically the other thing is, we're not even close to being done with Plexus. Our job really is to steward this opportunity well, and to steward, whatever it is that it comes our way here with Plexus. It's that really there is no other. Sometimes it'd be easier just to go get a job. It would, because this business can be hard. This business, there's seasons in this business where everything's quiet and you start to question, what the heck am I doing? And that happens even as a diamond. It's like, what? Maybe I should just get a job. I don't know. Is this really? And so, but honestly, I have not seen any other job opportunity that affords all of these things. And so we're committed to this. We continue to be committed to this. All the things I really want in life are some pretty much possible because of this Plexus business opportunity. Mm-hmm. All the things I want for my kids, all the things that I want for my grandkids that I don't have yet, which would be time, right? All those things are a very good possibility because of this business opportunity. And so we're committed to this. It was just a great reminder just to hear Brittany and to hear Jessica speak. And just, like I said, their story is a lot like our story, and just what it's done for all of us. And our goal really is to steward this thing well. We're still learning. We're still growing. We're still figuring things out. We don't have it all figured out yet. But I do know that Plexus is an absolute blessing. It's a gift from God. And we'd be foolish not to steward it well. And so that's what we're committed to doing, until God says to do something different, and he hasn't. And so, but just what a blessing, really, what a gift, all the way around. I don't have much else. So anyway, that's really all I have to share about this last leaders retreat.
Yeah, so hopefully it helps to hear us share with you guys that we're still committed, we're still all in and committed to helping you guys hit your next goals, whatever those are. So I know sometimes, maybe like Justin said, there can be quiet seasons. And so hearing from us that we're still in it to win it and see this as a legacy opportunity, legacy business. And we really want to help those of you who want more in your life, whether it's what we have or or whatever your own particular goals are and your own reasons why. We're here to help with that. And you know what I was thinking too, as the economy does what it does, I truly believe there's going to be more and more and more and more people thinking outside the box for prevention in light of health. And supplements really fit in there, and also our business opportunity does really well during economic downturns. And so don't be surprised if you have more people popping out of the woodwork from your teams. Those of you who are on the cruise with us did a beautiful job showcasing your trip on social media. And so people are watching, and it's always interesting to see who pipes up after a really cool trip like we just went on. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and kick it over because we have some people from the team that were on the retreat that wanted to share a little bit with you guys. So Angela Lapp is actually a double leaders retreat earner. So she's also a first-time earner. So she's going to pipe in just basically what she's doing and also what she gleaned from this leaders retreat. And she's already qualified for the Punta Cana leaders retreat. So congrats, Angela. Go ahead and unmute and tell us all the scoops.
Okay, am I unmuted?
Yep, you're good.
Hey, everybody. So good to see your faces again. Yeah. So you asked what I'm doing or what I did to earn Punta Cana. And I'm like, well, I don't know what I did. But because basically it was retention. So I guess what it told me was do the work because you don't know when you're going to get rewarded for that work. So whenever I was working so hard to earn the cruise, basically I was earning Punta Cana and I didn't know it. So, just putting in that work and you will get rewarded for it. I mean, you might not see it right away or know when that's going to happen. So yeah, just putting in the work is what I would say. And just trying to be consistent. That's something that I am learning right now. I'm not a super consistent person. I've never been, but just learning to be more consistent with like posting, things like that. And trying to keep my customers happy, I would say, would be one of my main things. So yeah, retention. One of the things that I really learned, I think, from the leaders retreat was, or what I'm thinking about, what I'm wanting to go forward with is building more community. And how I can do that, I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't totally figured it out for myself yet, but the wheels are turning. So I'm trying to, yeah, that and just doing a lot more business posts going forward. So that's kind of where I'm headed.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you for sharing. Okay, we're going to kick it over to Jan, and she's going to share a little bit about the Black Friday excitement.
Okay. So if you weren't on Leaders Retreat, so you didn't get the sneak preview yet, I'm so excited. We got a little sneak preview of what's coming that we get to kick off on November 20th. So mark that date down, November 20th, we get to kick this off. But I'm going to give you a little bit of a clue. We've got a limited edition active coming. It's a blackberry clementine. We got to sample it. It was amazing. I absolutely loved it. I'm really hoping this becomes a permanent flavor already because I liked it so much. You guys are going to love this one. Blackberry clementine was amazing. But the other thing that's coming, limited edition again, is a lip essential. And this little packet is going to be so fun. It's got a lip mask, a lip treatment. You're going to love it. Perfect for gift giving, I promise. It's going to fit right in with the rest of our holiday specials that we already have. And so November 20th, there'll be more details coming that'll tell you all the pricing and that sort of thing. But you're not going to want to miss promoting this Black Friday special because it's just really an opportunity to expand the Christmas holiday specials. And also those people, at least I have a number of people who are such active fans. They're going to be excited for this new flavor, I promise. So November 20, it's coming. You won't want to miss it.
Yes. I was just putting in the chat really quick a couple of ideas to prep for this. So I would get a VIP list going. So like Jan said, it's awesome. Your existing customer base will want to know about this. So you can actually start teasing this. You can tease it on your Facebook wall, in your stories. You can do some, if you do project broadcast or just individually texting your current customers, letting them know, hey, something's coming, right? And be talking to potentials like, hey, there's something fun coming out. So if you want to be on my VIP first to know list, keep me posted and I'll pop you on my list. So I would keep a couple different lists going close by your computer so you can stay organized with that. Okay, I'm going to kick it over to Amber because she is actually a seasoned Leaders Retreat earner, and she's going to share with us a couple of her takeaways from Leaders Retreat this year.
Thanks. I absolutely loved this Leaders Retreat. And I kind of feel like Justin a little bit where I didn't see everybody that I think last year at the Gaylord, we were kind of like all in the same place at the same time. And so we were kind of like at different places. We didn't see everybody all the time, but I loved it. And here's why. And again, I'm going to echo Justin a little bit. When I had my spinal cord surgery in 2021, and I felt like everything had been taken away from me. And on my dream board was that I wanted to travel again. Like I wanted to be healed enough where I could travel again. So this was like it was just a desire that I had on my heart, and Plexus is giving me that avenue to be able to travel these different places I would never go to Haiti. Like I would never do that. And I would never be able to take my daughter. Like this was just something that it's just been a huge blessing to me. And then just to hang out with all of y'all, I hung out a lot with Melody's team, and I told her, I was like, she has such a sweet, sweet team. And if Plexus went away tomorrow, I just think the community and the friendships that we make on these trips, we make them through like virtually, but just something about being in person is just super sweet. And Angie is always so much fun. And I could just say something so sweet about every one of you that were there. But I just think that bond just gets stronger. And my desire is to get my team there. Like I want my team there so I can build that community with them more than we can do that just virtually. So the other thing was, besides that being amazing enough, just hearing from the top people in the company and being able to be face-to-face with them. I've never been to corporate. So to be able to talk to like Chris Smith or Alec or Gene or whoever, like that's just really cool for me to be able to be like, hey, like pick your brain just for a tiny second. So anyway, those are just kind of like my top things. And retention going forward is my focus, kind of like what Angela had her focus going forward. And that's the tweak I need to make. And Trisha Rieger, like she just always like sets it to the point, gives you the action steps, and just goes for it. So that was kind of like, I think her, I guess speech is on YouTube. So I just suggest everybody go listen to that. It's just always amazing. So those are my brief takeaways.
Awesome. And you brought your sweet girly. I don't know if you said that or not, but that was so fun.
I did. I got to bring Emerson. She's the only girl in the house. And so that was fun to get to talk with her a little bit.
Even if all we did was, even if the only reason we worked Plexus was to bless our families with these amazing trips, I mean, people do this for that reason, and so it's so sweet that Plexus has brought back the contest, and then we have these 2 back-to-back leaders retreats. So so thankful for that, because I do feel like sometimes these trips bring little dabblers out of the woodwork to work towards something big that maybe they would take more action on if it was just, add 3 and get a bag or some perk credits or whatever, so.
Right. And she really wanted to snorkel, and she hadn't been able to do that. And so I got to experience that with her, which was kind of sweet. So
fun. And can I just say, Plexus does these trips and events over the top. Like in the world of network marketing, I don't know who would do it better than Plexus. Like other companies should be taking notes from Plexus because they are so incredible. They think of literally everything.
I've never worked for a company that rents a whole cruise ship for people before. I don't know. Maybe you guys have. Maybe it's just me. It's not been my work experience in life. So that's a pretty big deal.
And they were giving away cash, like lots of cash at each meeting that they had. It was incredible and very fun. Okay, Gretchen. Oh my goodness. She had the experience of experiences.
I get to brag on the blessings of culture and community. Okay, so we had a flight snafu, and basically our luggage went where we were supposed to go, which was Fort Lauderdale, and we got sent to Miami with just enough time to make it on the cruise ship. And the Lord gave us incredible peace through that process, because there was some time when we did not know if we were going to make it. But I thought, you know what? If we can just make it on the ship, we're going to be fine. Because this is not just my hubby and I going on a cruise. This is us going on a Plexus cruise, and our people are there. So sure enough, as we got on and I sent a little text, well, here we are, poor as church mice with the clothes on our back and my Bible and our passports, because that was literally what we had, because they confiscated our other carry-on that had my extras in it. And so it was so fun, guys. It was like Christmas. Everybody was popping in. I've got some clothes. Oh, I've got some shoes. I have extra supplements. What's your hubby's jean size? So by that night, it was like Christmas. I had this whole collection of bags, and I'm just looking inside like, oh, this is so cute. Pulling things out, making outfits. It was a blast, and it has been so much fun to share about, to post about, because this is just typical of our team for sure. But I think it is a reflection of the bigger one team or one Plexus community as a whole. And certainly, absolutely par for the course for our own team in the community, and just, yeah, our Plexus family, as Melody said. So that was so much fun. I was also, this is not from the sessions, but I was chatting with another gal that I've seen on some other calls, a fellow senior Ruby. I thought she was Jessica Heffley's like level 1 or 2. Turns out she's like a level 6. And her sponsor is not working. The person above her is not working. I think there's some people that have dropped out, but I was so impressed in my conversation with her with two things. Number one, anyone can do this if they have a little bit of drive, a little bit of grit, a little bit of vision. This gal does not have a supportive upline until, like way up at Jessica's level. But she sees it and she wants it, and she is digging in there, building her own support system, getting what she needs, and she's making it happen. And it's really, really a neat thing. But the second thing was how grateful I am and how blessed we are in our leadership here on this team, that Justin and Megan work so hard to inspire us, to encourage us, to call us a little higher, to push us a little farther. What a blessing that has been to me, to us, the way they really have invested in being excellent, supportive leaders. So thank you, Megan and Justin, for just digging in and for blessing us by being so invested in our success and really working to set up support systems so that everyone on your team who wants it can really plug in and feel supported. Okay, so those were the not from my notes things. I did have a couple things that I kind of put stars by in my post. Somebody got up there and said, I'm a professional encourager. I encourage people who want to have a better life. And that's what we get to do, isn't it, guys? People who want to have better health, we're there to equip and encourage them. People who want to do more for their families, we're there to equip and encourage them. And I just love that. Not that it was new or earth-shattering, but I just love that way of saying, this is what I do. I am a professional encourager for anyone who wants to make their lives better. So love that. A little fun, easy posting formula that I took away, that someone just briefly shared, was to post a hook. We talk about that when we're homeschooling with our kids, talking about good writing. A hook, something that draws people and grabs their attention. Hook plus problem, and then solution. I thought, wow, that is so simple, but something I want to incorporate more and think about as I am doing my posts. Hook plus problem equals solution. And then they were just talking over some things. What do newbies need? And it's been a while since I was a newbie now. I'm around the 7-year mark. This is my 5th or 6th leaders retreat that I've earned, which is an incredible blessing. But what do newbies need? So a reminder for us oldsters, and maybe there are some newer people on the call who just need to hear this. We need to remind ourselves, to remind our new people, that everything is figure outable. People need the reassurance of knowing that it can be figured out, whatever the obstacle is. Let's see, that we have something that everyone needs. This is addressing the problems that tend to keep people up at night, their health, their finances. To encourage our new folks, or if you're new, encourage yourself to stay positive, focus on the good things, and continue the process, because it is a process. And mindset, just to know that there will be ups, there will be downs. You're going to have times when you're on top of the world, and other times where you're tempted to be discouraged, or where things are quiet, or where things are slow. So to know that that's normal, to know that that's okay, and to focus on your mindset through those times, and on an ongoing ongoing schedule. I don't know. I'm losing my last word there, but to make your mindset an area of focus. So those were a couple of things that I had starred from my notes that just stood out to me.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Linda is going to go next. Is Linda on? Let me look. Let me switch it back to gallery. I don't see her on actually. Oh, bummer. Well, Linda is on Gretchen's team and she's amazing and earned Leaders Retreat in 2020, but it got canceled or went virtual or something. And so this was her first actual Leaders Retreat that she attended. So maybe she'll pop in later on. Victoria Wilson is she's not new, but she was a first-time earner also. And I popped her little testimony. She sent me 2 videos. She was picking up kids tonight, so wasn't able to be on live, but that's on the Momentum Makers group. So I wanted to reference that. And like Trisha's little video, I got a portion of it and posted it on the Momentum Makers group. So make sure you check that out or check the link that Amber referenced also. And then, okay, we're going to let Angie close us out. Angie Amberzetti, because she was the contest sweeper from one team this year for this Leaders Retreat contest. And she got to go on a shopping spree. She had a couple of extra hotel room nights paid for. And so Angie, congratulations. Super duper proud of you. Tell us what in the world you're doing. She has already signed like 6 people so far this month and has already earned the next Leaders Retreat and is doing amazing. And her team is amazing. So, okay, tell us all the things.
Oh, my word. First of all, let me just say, I'm still woozy. Is anyone else feeling, I'm like, I don't remember feeling this woozy after the last cruise, but nonetheless, I'm settling down. And a lot of people have said by day 3, you should be fine. But let me just show you really quickly who inspired me the most. Genevieve. I got me some Golden Goose shoes on the shopping spree. It's total splurge. I would never have purchased something like that. And I told my son, I got him he got a pair of Gucci shoes. And I'm like, dude, if the dog chews those up, mama is not going to be happy. But you can't buy inexpensive stuff at Bloomingdale's because there's nothing inexpensive there. So I'm like, well, it was free money. So I am so thrilled to see all these people on here and a couple gals from my team. This year, I had 7 people earn it from my downline. And I was so honored that people from my team were earning this. And now the last cruise that we went on, I think we had 4 or 5 earn it, but the spaces filled up. And so a couple of the people didn't get to go. So this time around, I was so happy. 5 of my 7 did go. And it was just awesome to have my team there. But this one team, I literally spent time with so many of you. And I'm afraid to mention anyone because I don't want to leave anyone out, but people that I just see on here that I didn't know. We see each other on Facebook and all these things, but we see each other in person. And it's just like, we know each other and we kind of don't, but we do. And I love that. And for those of you who are there know, I took my 15-year-old son. My husband couldn't go at the last minute. It was amazing. He was the best date I could have ever had. Don't tell my husband that because he's a singer, he's a dancer, he's a little party king. And that is totally my personality. So if you guys know me, you know that I've waited all these years to have a child who wants to do all those fun things with me. And I enjoyed it so much. But let me tell you about the shopping spree. Okay, guys, it's not just a shopping spree. Like they paid for my airline tickets to fly down there a day early. They put us up in a resort, all the food, extra prizes, all kinds of things. They treat you like the queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get treated like that at home, but gosh, this is different. You know what I'm saying? And then we go on the cruise. I got an upgraded cabin. I had a private butler, just all the things, extra dinners and just different things that only people who earned the shopping spree or they got, there were different levels of the trip that you could earn. That was amazing. And then they picked us up yesterday. Off to another amazing resort. It was gorgeous. It was a Hilton on the water. It was so beautiful. They drop us off at Bloomingdale's. Let me tell you what happened. Brace yourself. Typical Angie. Okay. So we're 10 minutes away and my son's like, now mom, you have your gift cards, right? And I was like, I'm scurrying through my purse, through the backpack, everything, like 3 times. He's like, Mom, you've looked. It's not, they're not here. So we go to get off, and I'm like, I wait to the very end, and I'm like, I told the lady that was helping us, I'm like, my gift cards are in the luggage. And she's like, well, sorry, you're gonna have to go talk to the people at Plexus. And I'm knowing that they're not going to like go, oh, here's some more, right? It's $2,500. They're not gonna say that. They're like, well, you're gonna have to go back to the hotel and wait for all the luggage to get off of the shuttles. And these weren't shuttles, these were those big Greyhound buses. So I'm like, okay, well, it's my fault. I'm gonna have to go. So we go to get back on, and an elderly gentleman comes over, and he's like, are you the one who left your, your whatever gift cards? And I go, yes. He opens every single door. There's 8, 4 on each side. And he starts letting us look through. And I'm praying the whole time, Lord Jesus, please let me find the right piece of luggage that has my purse, because I switched at the last minute. Praise the Lord, at the very last second, because they were like, well, we're going to have to go. My son pulls it out, and I'm like, please let that be my purse. It was. Praise the Lord. Chris Smith is standing at the door waiting on me. Rah, rah. Everyone's there waiting. You go in, and the store is literally shut down to the public. Okay. Like, Plexus has some influence here, people. From 9 to 12, no one else could be in the store except Plexus people. There were DJs on every floor. There were food. There was chicken and waffles. There was breakfast. Everywhere. There was food. There was parties. You name it. It was amazing. So if you think that the cruise was amazing, go earn the shopping spree, and you will just be your mind will be just so blown away. You won't even know what to think. And this isn't my first one to earn, but every time it's like always better. It's always better. And anybody who complains, I'm like, you know what? Sucks to win the shopping spree, huh? And they just giggle and they laugh. They go, you're right. We need to stop complaining. But it was amazing. I feel so blessed. And the time that I spent with so many of you was so precious to me. And thank you for loving on my boy, because so many of you paid attention to him and encouraged him. He said it was the best trip he's ever been on. So yay for that. Okay. Is that all my notes? Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Well, really quickly, can you just give a couple top tips on what you're doing to do that? Obviously, you are a high recruiter, but like, how do you recruit so many people? Can you just speak to that really quick?
Well, I'm like flustered for words. I'm praying, I'm asking the Lord almost every single day to send me people who need the product as well as the business. I'm getting bolder with that. And my first 4 people that I signed up while on the cruise reached out to me. They were just people, they weren't really even on my radar at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been in my funnel for a while, but I hadn't actually talked to several of them in months, and they were just ready. And so I feel like it's that several of you mentioned that, like, it's the consistency piece of doing the things every day, even when you don't feel like it, and getting bold with giving. Some of the things I think Gretchen had mentioned, some of the things that Trisha Rager, I really have been following and trying to mimic a lot of the things that she's teaching and that she's doing for the last 2 or 3 months. And I actually got to spend some time talking with her while we were there. We got trapped on the elevator together because her daughter pulled the emergency button or something like of that nature. And just doing those kind of things to really stay consistent. Do the what was it? The hook and what did you say, Gretchen? I wrote it down. Do the hook, the problem, and the solution. And that is something that we know as homeschooling moms, or as moms in general. Like, we just know that we have to like get our kids pulled in. It's the same thing with Plexus, like just loving on people, building relationships. And when someone tells me no, which actually happened today, a lady that I felt super confident. I've been talking to her about the business. She wanted to wait till January. I was like, girl, you don't need to wait till January. This is why we've got this trip coming up. And at the final hour, I thought she was going to go. And she goes, you know what? I think I'm just going to wait. And so I just continued the conversation with her, continued loving on her. I'm going to send her some more samples because I've done that in the past because she needs it, but she's just a little nervous and leery. And she even said to me, well, if you don't want to be friends because I'm not doing this. And I'm like, you don't know me very well if you think I don't want to be your friend just because you're not going to do Plexus. Because I know in due time, she probably is going to come around because the Lord sent her to me as someone that I don't know from anyone. She actually lives in Surprise, Arizona. And I was like, there's literally a place called Surprise. I need to live there because I love surprises. But I'm just doing the things like there's not a secret, honestly. You guys know that. But consistency, Angela, you mentioned that earlier. And I'm going to hold you to that, my friend, because that does win the prize at the end of the day. Staying consistent, whether it's food, whether it's exercise, whether it's the Lord, whatever it is on our journey. Homeschooling, I've been doing it for 24 years. And maybe last year I finally felt like I wasn't a failure, even though I graduated 5 homeschooling children. But we just stay the course, and God is faithful all the time.
Mm-hmm. So good. Oh my goodness. So we're going to wrap it up and then hop on our new ambassador coaching. But I want to just remind everybody, there is a leadership retreat contest going on right now. We're in the middle, which can sometimes feel like no man's land because there's not the pressure of end of month or end of contest. But I want to, Justin, we're talking on a walk today. He said, what did you say? Go for it. He goes, let's encourage everybody to go for it. Go for it. And I'm like, yeah, let's encourage everyone to get a +1 this week. He's like, no, let's encourage him. Go get 3 new people. Like, it's not magic. It's not a secret. It's not a rocket science. Like, it honestly stems back to like what action we're taking, and we can all take the action, right? You can go post, you can go do a live, you can go do the things that we know we need to be doing. You want to say something?
No.
Okay. And real quick little plug. We want to help everybody that wants to earn Maui be there in September of next year. So we have One Team Jewels are collaborating on a Maui Momentum group, and we have the prep group going. Just launched it yesterday morning. We're super excited. So if you want to be in that, make sure you talk to your sponsor and get added to that, because we are going to be teaching and training you on the action steps needed in order to make that happen. So super excited about that. Thanks for popping on tonight, guys. We're going to end this recording and pop on the coaching. Talk to y'all soon. Thanks everybody for sharing.